Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 released with more content than anyone could ever consume, so here are 10 things that you probably missed when going through the game. I honestly think that the Z rank is harder to get than the S rank, and you would think that there is no reward. However, upon obtaining the Z rank, you can enter a secret room that will give you access to some lore, but also an alternative way to get to the secret game room. If you are like me and love obscure secret rooms, then you will love this. In the B rank room, you are able to spend points to get prizes from the giant capsule machine. However, when you spend exactly 1,225 points, the atmosphere changes and you are all alone. If you choose to enter the capsule machine, you will be transported to a room that plays the theme of Noelle's lost sister, Des. At the end of Chapter 4, after you have returned from Susie's Dark World, if you go back to the study and proceed through the door that was unlocked earlier, you will be met with 2 giant pillars leading to a chest at the top. The annoying dog will proceed to have a climbing battle with Chris that is completely ridiculous. You probably know that after finishing Chapter 4, if you relaunch your save, you can go back to Castletown and encounter Mike. However, did you know that you can access this area earlier with both Rouse and Susie? All you have to do is use the code 6453 on the door, and you will get to put your friends in as many hats as you want. In Chapter 4, you'll be able to take Tanner to Castletown, where he is able to make himself at home, but did you know that you can actually give Tanner to Mettaton if you talk to them in the previous chapters? I think this is super sweet and gives a good ending to Mr. Ant Tanner. So most people know about this secret cutscene in Chapter 2, where the annoying dog runs you over in the alleyway, but did you know he makes another appearance with his car in Chapter 4? If you go to the giant piano and you try to play Megalovania, you will be run over again by Toby. In Chapter 4, when you go through Noelle's house as the soul, you could be captured by Chris in the kitchen. But did you know that if you go back there, they will start playing different songs on the piano? My favorite was Rules Card's theme, as it seems so out of character for Chris to play in this setting. In Chapter 3, there are multiple water cooler enemies that you can recruit, but an incredibly funny scene is when you enter this room and leave, 2 water coolers will be waiting outside. This can be repeated until you are left with no choice but to battle them. On the first board in Chapter 3, you are meant to dry out the water in the level by grabbing Lancer and bringing them here, but did you know that if you drink from this spring enough, you will run it dry and kill all the plant life on the board? On the second board in Chapter 3, you are meant to grab one of the weather lovers and bring them back to their love, but did you know that if you decide to go up far enough, the screen will have an error and bring you back? When going back to that area, you'll be blocked off. This was genuinely chilling the first time I saw this. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe for more, as I have so much content to go over. I am loving these new chapters of Deltarune so much, and I can't wait to spread my useless knowledge. See you next video!